Hello and welcome on back to another Tonto video. In today's one, we're going to be looking at the TMNT, the Archie Adventures, issue number 12. And this issue was, so with the last issue, I complained a little bit saying that I felt like the issue wasn't really, actually doing anything important or anything like that. It was just setting things up for the next issue. And with everything that happened in the last issue, with Toes getting hypnotized by aliens, then getting transported away by Shibare and Krang going after them, I was really expecting a lot to go into this issue, especially like maybe a big battle or just anything. But yet in this issue, there's hardly anything that happens, so it's going to be quite hard to talk about this one because I don't really think there really is too much to really talk about, so I guess we'll have to go through this bit by bit just because there's going to be hardly anything to talk about, so, oh boy, yeah. Okay, so with the first bit, we do get to see Rockstay. He's dreaming about a time before he was mutated or something like that, when he was a normal rhino, but yeah, if you look back at the continuity, he was actually a human to begin with, so I'm not too sure what they're trying to go at here, but it's interesting, I want to say. And again, they're going back to the whole thing of the Rockstay going duh every time they say something, so I do think that's a very big downgrade, because it's not been Rockstay whatsoever. I mean, I know that they're stupid and all that kind of stuff, but they're not that kind of stupid, so it feels weird that they're going to be talking about like this, so I just find that so weird and annoying. But then after that, we do get to see Shibare. She's talking to Tails, and I must admit here was weird, just because they more or less repeat themselves. And I find it so weird, just because Lino's like, "Oh, Shibare, I mean, you're not like Mary Bones because you don't look like her whatsoever. You look so different." And then literally the next bit of dialogue is Donatello in the same panel as that last bit, where he goes, "Yeah, you look so different." I mean, yeah, Leonardo just said that a few seconds ago, so I find that to be so frustrating and annoying, because if Leo just said it, why would Donnie need to say it? And considering that he's supposed to be the smart one, it's very annoying, confusing, and all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, I want to say, but after that, we do get the reveal of what really went down with Shibare and Dimension X and all that kind of stuff. And it turns out that she was a warlord, and Krang was also one, and these people, they rioted against the warlords, and they banished them or even executed them, which is kind of cool. I think that would be interesting to see, but she doesn't actually reveal anything. She just tells. We don't get to see anything like that, which is kind of annoying. But Krang somehow, he's able to turn the tide of everything, and he's able to stay in Dimension X. Meanwhile, Shibare has to run off to Earth. So that's the whole backstory there. It's not really a compelling one, but I feel like there's definitely stuff there to do and tell with the story. Just because I do think it's a really fascinating and interesting one to tell, with them all being warlords, and then some of them had to be executed or run away. But yeah, it just feels like he's just okay, that's my backstory. Okay, move on to the next thing. And they don't actually properly explain anything, which is annoying. But then after that, we do get to see Krang. He shows up with the others in the ship, and they start shooting at Shibare, and that's when she drops the turnstone, and the Turtles run after it, and they see Big Rockstay and Shredder. They go after it on their flying hover cars, and the Turtles are like, good, they're going in the wrong direction, so that means we can go in the right direction. So okay. But then I don't really do anything with it whatsoever, because they don't even catch up to the turnstone anyway. But yeah, it's just so weird and annoying with that bit. I don't know what to really say about that. And yeah, and then for the final bit, we do get to see Cuddly the Cowlick. He comes in and he drops off some characters so that Tails can have some extra backup to fight all the bad guys. And in return, they have to fight in the stomach wrestling ring again, which, yeah, I would like to see that again, so I can't even be mad at that. But for the characters which they're bringing into this one, so for some of the characters, we got Wingnut and Screwloose, a new character called Trap, and yeah, I mean, and also Leatherhead, which I think is cool, because it's a nice variety of different characters from this series, and I do think that's really cool. But at the same time, it just feels like you know, it's the weirdest, most obscure characters you can find to put on Dimension X to find a bunch like fight of Shredder, Krang, Ben Rocksteady, and also Malignant and her swarm, which we'll just talk about in just a second because I forgot about that. But yeah, this is like the weirdest group of characters. And then like a new character called Trap. We don't know anything about him. I think he only appears in this issue of the next issue. So I don't care if he does or not. I have no connection with this one. So it's a weird group of characters which I can't tell are good or bad, but it'll be interesting to see their dynamic again. And then going off the whole thing of the Malignant and her swarm, basically Krang asks Malignant to come to Dimension X to find them and kill them so that he can get the Turnstone, and in return he'll give Earth to Malignant, which, yeah, is cool. And I mean, to see that this is where Malignant made her first appearance here, and then she later made her appearance in the IW comics. Not much, but she was there. It's just so weird, like, how underused this character is. I would have thought that this character would have been, like, used quite a lot more, just because she was part of the Archie series and stuff like that, but yet, it turns out that she was hardly ever used, ever. It makes me wonder, like, why they use, like, Lord Dragon in the 2012 show, if they could use something like this. So, I have so many questions about it, but, yeah. So, I have to say that overall for this issue, it was very disappointing, because I felt like there was a lot of stuff in this one which they could have shown or just done anything else to make a more entertaining story, but instead this one was just used just to set things up for the next issue. And I don't necessarily think that those kind of story or issues are bad, just because they do normally set up a lot of good things for the next issue, normally get you hyped for the next one, but it's not done that whatsoever for me, so I'm not too sure what to really make of it just yet. And I'd say that with this also being the second one in a row of being a like setup issue, it's just not. It's like I'm losing all excitement and hope for this series and going forward. So it's annoying because I really want to like this, but they keep giving us stuff like this, and I don't know what to really say about that. So yeah. And then also another thing which I would also like to mention and point out is the fact that they are adding more backgrounds into the comic art, which is really great. They're finally doing a job for once. It's not perfect, there's still a lot of areas which don't have any backgrounds, but at least there's a few more, a little bit more detailed, so at least they're going in the right direction this time and not just reversing and just having just plain coloured backgrounds. So at least there is some progress, but not much. So but yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this issue. Do you like it? Do you not? And yeah, that's game for today, guys. If you please share, subscribe and all stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.